Amaravati, the mythical capital of Lord Indra, also the seat of power of the Satvana rulers, right on the bank of this perennial Krishna river, is now getting ready to become a swanky new capital of Andhra Pradesh. Behind me, the old city Vijayawada is joined by this massive bridge to Amaravati. Where is this new planned city in terms of execution? What are its plans? How will it look in the future? Ashwini Priolkar brings us this report from Ground Zero.
Buses packed with excited farmers arriving to see the under-construction capital in a government-sponsored Amaravati Yatra, where farmers and students are transported from all over Andhra Pradesh to showcase the building of a 217 square kilometers greenfield city. This is the first site which greets you on this mostly barren land. A whopping sum of 48,000 crore rupees has been set aside for the phase 1 of the city, and Chief Minister Naidu seems extremely optimistic on the progress.
We are going in a fast track. You are seeing today trunk infrastructure we are building in a big way. We are spending nearly 40,000 crores on trunk infrastructure, and also some more money we are going to spend. Even land pooling infrastructure we are building in a big way.
Apart from the trunk infrastructure, more than 90% of phase 1 capex investments have also been tendered. The construction work of the Secretariat, Judiciary and other government buildings is already in progress.
What is very novel about the whole project is, for the first time perhaps in this country, we are having underground utilities. That is why these are taking a little more time than the normal expected time. And almost 240 kilometers we have tendered, and works are in very brisk progress.
In the last 4 years since the city was conceived, the biggest plus has been the government's ability to aggregate 34,000 acres of land from almost 28,000 farmers through one of the largest land pooling schemes in the world. Currently, 52,000 acres of land are in state government's possession. Other than the land, roping in Singapore government to partner in master planning and execution of the key commercial hub has been CM Naidu's biggest masterstroke.
We have found different ways to cooperate, focused on the development of the capital city through the master planning, and right through now to the first steps in the development of the catalytic part of the seed area. And I think this is an important first step in the next phase of the work that we do between the two countries, between Singapore and Andhra.
Amaravati will also have its own startup area, which will be developed by Amaravati Development Partner, a joint venture between the Singapore Consortium consisting of Ascenda Sinbridge and Semcorp and GeoAP Company. ADP will develop 1,691 acres in 3 phases.
We think that we are in fact on time, early, when you look at the 2024 deadline. What we would like to see very quickly, I think, together the state government, is to ensure that what we are developing comes up quickly, jobs are created, first movers come in. That's where I feel 2024 may be a little too late. We really need to move a lot quicker in terms of getting everything up.
9 thematic districts: sports, government, finance, tourism, health, knowledge, electronics, justice and media, each self-contained, with schools, hospitals, retail offices to be built on sustainable green building techniques. Water canals running through the city, e-vehicles and cycling tracks, all holding out a promise of catapulting Amaravati amongst the top 3 happy cities of the world. Fulfilling such ambitions though need money. So far, the government has managed to raise 2,000 crore rupees through municipal bonds, and talks are on with World Bank and HUDCO for more debt financing. But with the promised funding from the central government no longer available, capital remains the biggest hurdle for the Chief Minister to cross.
While we were expecting about some support from the center, we had a parallel plan B where we tie up most of our funding using multilateral agencies and private banks also. So today, entire housing project that we are doing is based, is just dependent on our private bank tie-ups.
In 2017, Amaravati also got selected in Prime Minister Modi's Smart City Challenge. This gave new direction to the project. As a part of its Smart City mission, it is planning to make the city's infrastructure dig-free for at least 100 years. The work on some of its projects is already in progress.
We envision the Smart Cities project with a budget of around 2,000 crore, out of which most of it is an external funding and some 500 crores from the Government of India. So major projects that we envisioned were the ICT cable that runs across the city for around 1,660 kilometers, and we had envisioned smart poles which will be used as both for lighting and many other 18-19 services which will run on these poles.
If all goes to plan, Amaravati will set a blueprint for the development of greenfield cities in India. But what is crucial for the success story of Amaravati is the time-bound execution of all its proposed projects. In Amaravati, Ashwini Priyolkar.
Amaravati, the dream capital of India's youngest state, Andhra Pradesh. And today we have the visionary behind this future city, which is the Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, with us. Mr. Naidu, thank you very much for speaking with CNBC TV 18. We heard your wonderful plans and we're seeing the enthusiasm of 15 companies ready to build this welcome gallery. My question to you is, where is the implementation? It's been 4 years. How do you rate the implementation and the rollout, sir?
No, first of all, 4 years back, no idea at all. After that, we have decided to build a capital in Amaravati. Place, we have to decide. We have decided that. After that, I had a wonderful time with Singapore government. Earlier also I had a good rapport. So I went to them. I am building a capital. I gave a promise. Now you have to help me. Then they agreed to help me in preparing master plan details. Then there is no land. Then I gave a call for the partners. You contribute land under land pooling. It is a win-win situation. Then they accepted and they gave land without any dispute, not even one dissent. After that, it has become a reality. From then onwards, I have to engage international consultants. One is Singapore Consortium. They are working with us, Amaravati Development Partners. This is seed capital. Under seed, this they are doing administrative capital. We are working with different concepts. Earlier, we had some other consultant, architect. It didn't work. Then we have gone to Foster and partners. It has become a reality. Now, work has been started. Even they prepare some plans. Sometimes I want to get the best. Some more brainstormings. I went to London only to spend some time. 3 days I was there. And then I gave so many ideas. Even one of my film director, Rajamouli, who is very popular director, I took him also. This is how we created the concept itself. Now all iconic buildings are coming. Now it is a reality.
When will the government be able to shift, sir?
Now we are functioning in a transit secretariat. Now all my towers are coming very fast. Another 2 years maximum, we will shift it. Even Assembly Secretary, Legislative Assembly in People's Capital. It has come very well. It will be the biggest iconic building in the country. Okay. Very attractive. And also High Court is coming. To start with, Transit High Court is coming now. Next month we are going to inaugurate it. These are all various things. Trunk infrastructure is going in a big way. You
talk about trunk infrastructure in your speech as well. You said 40,000 crore, but sir, you have actually expressed your disappointment as well with the centre not pitching in with the monies that were promised. Do you think you will be able to ring fence the monies, raise the capital which is required, sir, for the trunk infrastructure and rest of the development?
I'm saying there is no way for me except to move forward. I am moving forward now. Government of India has to give. They are not giving. And at the same time, I am paying taxes for them every year. Right. During construction time, I am going to pay around 5,000 to 6,000 crores. This is big money. Even they don't have heart to give back 1 year what they are getting. Is it the way? Combinedly, we have to build the city. It is a pride movement. Even to build a capital, it is a rare opportunity. Even new city. Even earlier, I have built brown city. That is Amaravati city. Today, I am building greenfield city. That was brownfield. There is a difference. It will be huge difference. One of the most attractive capital I want to build. You name anything, everything will take care.
What about World Bank? Will it give its funding, sir?
They are giving some money. They are giving some money.
And HUDCO is also funding.
HUDCO, we are taking some money. Okay. And also we are keeping some land for monetization. That also we are doing. So it is a huge project and also very attractive project. And also it is very, very iconic project.
Are you confident businesses will come in, sir? Corporates will come? You're planning very interesting things like, a startup center, startup zone. You're also planning to make Amaravati a fintech capital of India and the world.
9 concepts I have taken. Administrative capital, economic city, and also education city, health city, sports city. Like that I am taking all concepts. Again I am taking every city, there will be 3 or 4 townships. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes principal I am keeping. Leisure 10 minutes, emergencies 5 minutes, walk to work is 15 minutes. Like that I am taking all precautions. So green city, all vehicles will be electrical vehicles, no pollution at all. All utilities are in a duct. Nowhere it will be seen. No roads will be break tomorrow. So you name anything, as on today existing ideas, best practices I am taking, best technologies I am bringing. Then we are going to make the best compared to earlier ventures.
Well, I hope it becomes the toast of India and the toast of the world. But just one final question on your partnership with Singapore, sir. So sure, they have helped with the master plan. They're also helping in the development of the 5-kilometer radius central commercial zone. But are they also going to bring Singapore and Southeast Asian businesses to come and set up shop?
That is what we are working with them. They are also inclined. But ultimately, it is a matter of showcase. It is very attractive. To start with, I have to market. After that, they will market, they will come. That is how ecosystem are created.
A Singapore consortium consisting of Ascendas, Singbridge and Sembcorp Development is playing a very key role in the making of Amaravati. I have with me today Nina Yang and Vinarm Srivastav, both from Ascendas, Singbridge, to talk about the big role that their company is playing. Nina, I'm going to start with you. It must be a very exciting journey, isn't it, to create a city or be part of a city's creation which is 20 times the size of Singapore, isn't it, at the end of it? So tell me, what are you going to be involved in?
Yeah, I think we are working closely with the government of Andhra Pradesh. We're going to develop the seed area. This will be about a 6 square kilometer area. It will be a joint development. And we will also develop our own catalytic development within the 6 square kilometer. So the collaboration will started from the initiation of the master plan, and going into infrastructure, transportation planning. Eventually, we will build the infrastructure within the seed area. And eventually, we will also be involved together with the Economic Development Board of AP to look at investment promotion and bringing in industries to create the kind of economic activities that we would like to have in the capital city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at what stage is the construction at currently? So you said it's 6 square kilometers, but it's actually the main commercial hub, isn't it? Where are you right now on the development?
Yeah. I think the master plan is completed, and then we are actually looking at infrastructure development. That means the road within the area. The trunk road, as you can see, is already done by the government. So we are developing the infrastructure within the seed area.
When do you think the city will be, or at least that 6 square kilometer will be ready enough for the Singapore companies to come and set up base here?
Well, as you can see today, we already have 15 companies here. Yeah, they are not just Singapore, there are also a lot of interest from Japanese and other countries. They are already using this very first building we're going to build here, which is a welcome gallery. They're using this as a platform for them to showcase their product. In fact, their products will form part of the construction of the welcome gallery. I think this will be a very start of their foothold, gaining their foothold into Amaravati.
Okay, so let's come to the local man, Vinay Srivastav, who's heading Ascenda Singh Bridge in India. So, Vinay, is there any fit of India business with this big mega grand plan of Amaravati?
Absolutely. Ascenda Singh Bridge is the largest foreign end-to-end property developer in India. And incidentally, this is our 25th year in the country. And during these 25 years, the firm and organization has grown significantly. And in fact, we are at a stage now where we are investing in a lot of new businesses. Our core business has been developing a business park with a work with live play environment. We are moving on to do things like logistics, data centers, and entering into this part of business, which is acting as a master developer to build large-scale townships, is very core to what Ascenda Singh Bridge as a group stands for. We have been doing that significantly in China, and we are expanding that to do that in India. And there are a lot of collaborations and synergies in a business like this with what Ascenda has been traditionally doing in India over the last 25 years.
Mm-hmm. You spoke about China. Now the conditions of work are very different from China here in India. I know that the Chief Minister's vision is behind Amaravati and you will get full support, but you believe that things here probably would take longer than how Ascenda Singh Bridge has worked in China?
I think it's probably not appropriate to compare any other country with how things will pan out in India. What is important to remember is that the fundamentals of urban development is what we are focusing on. So the Singapore Consortium brings in its expertise in urbanization projects like this, whether it's in China, whether it's in Singapore or any other country. What we do as Ascendas in India, being here for so long, is to actually give inputs on what works in India, which of those best practices can actually be implemented, what tweaks need to be done, and we leverage on the excellent relationships and networks that we have built in India. We have people, we have processes, we have partnerships. So marrying all of that with the best practices that we get from abroad is really the recipe that we are hoping will result in the success of this project.
The dream of Amaravati would not be possible without its farmers. Out of the 50,000 plus acres which is required to build the state capital, 33,000 acres has been land pooled and willingly by the farmers. Why did they do so? And what are their expectations as this new swanky capital comes up? Come back and watch that story.